Hey, Spade Adventures, and welcome back to another SpadeGalzProductions video. I'm Master Spins, and before we get into the video, I want to tell you guys about my beautiful second channel, which has a bunch of original content of my stories, such as Girl of Cyclone and Quincore, which are two pretty cool script stories, and I have a third one coming on the way. We also have vlogs as well. So if you want to see more of this face, more of DJ and Tuft, which they are not here right now. I have Poplio in the background. I know, calm down. This is not Pokemon, as you guys know from the title, but I'm very excited to be doing this because it's a series that I have done before, but I've never done this character on Tanooki Tail Review, so that's pretty cool. And if you don't know what Tanooki Tail Review is, let me give a quick explanation for if you are new here. So Tanooki Tail Review is a review kind of video. It usually entails unboxings and my opinion on the figure, a quick overview, some history about the character, or some knowledge about the character, about how they are personality wise or their relation to other characters. Of course, if I get anything wrong or if I miss anything, let me know down in the comment section below, not just to help me, but to help the other people that would be on the channel. So thank you everybody who is supporting in either way, and I hope you enjoy this video. So I actually got this one off Amazon, and oh, Poplio fell. Poplio is pretty much like, if I had a Pokemon mascot, he is pretty much my Pokemon mascot, but, you know. But yeah, I got this from Amazon, which, quick shout outs to Amazon, not sponsored by the way, but Amazon is being pretty helpful to me recently. And just a quick interesting note is that out of all the things that you usually don't see that a lot of people do, did long time ago, was actually using newspaper to wrap things in. So I now have a crumpled up Japanese newspaper that I can, I don't know, maybe look up some of the stories or something. I don't know. And then we have the box, which is not important. And I ended up hitting one of the Sonics. So sorry, Sonic. But okay, so let's unwrap this beauty. So we have it in bubble wrap. So I have yet to actually see anything of this. And yes, it is 100% brand new. Thank God. The last figure, which was from the same series of K-On!, was not brand new. And I was so upset about that because it was such a cool figure. I spent $40 on this. Well, on it. So this is the K-On! Azusa figure. I always forget her name and get it wrong, and it is the Death Devil figure. Now this was from an episode of where there were a few instances of the K-On! Cast pretending to be Death Devil, and the one where this costume originates from was an episode where the Death Devil band was supposed to reunite, and the one teacher basically ended up using, and by the way, there are spoilers, so just want to point that fact out, but she ended up basically having all the kids go up so that the teacher, the administration person for the light music club, would actually go up and join them. So it's kind of like an imposter kind of thing, and it did work. So kudos to them. They got a plan. It went all good, and it ended up coming out with these cool figures. Now there is one other instance where they did pretend to be Death Devil by basically doing role play, but Azusa had no clue about it, so she was in a way kind of pranked, which that was pretty funny. And by the way, if you haven't seen any of K-On!, then go check it out. And the Japanese newspaper is just trying to get into the shot. I don't know what it thinks that's doing. But Yeah, so Azusa is a really, really cool character. When she first was revealed, and by the way, she's one of the characters that she was more half first season, I believe, and she's actually the only band member who is in after school tea time that was not, first put in at the first part of the anime. So that was pretty interesting. She looks a lot like Mio, which, no, that's not why I bought her. I just think she's pretty cool. And a lot of you guys might be like, okay, well, they all have kind of a interesting dynamic. And before I continue, yo, the spades on there. I appreciate that. Yo, they going in. They going in. But when she first came into the series, all she was just like, okay, well, let's practice. A lot like how Mio was, and Mio just gave up, and eventually she kind of caved in, but she took a lot longer to cave in, Azusa, and but she even in the end parts, she definitely did go even further to try to get them to practice as much as possible. And not just that, but Azusa is also a year younger than all of the other girls, and that's okay. This is really weird how this is set up. It's like plastic, but under her dress. Do her legs detach? Is that a thing? Also, I should take a picture afterwards for a thumbnail, just because I've never been able to get a good thumbnail for these. How does this work? Because there's never any instructions for these figures, but it doesn't look like the torso comes apart though. And I don't want to pull too hard because the one figure actually did end up breaking, which did kind of suck. Because the microphone stand, if you remember that one unboxing, it happened in the video, but it just broke and we had to get it glued together. So I have absolutely no clue what this is on there for, but we'll worry about that in a second because there are a few little accessories. And is there a thing? No, there's not a picture on the back, unfortunately, but I have fair assumption to assume where these pieces would go. These look like shoulder pieces. So I'm assuming that's where those go. And we have a microphone, which is also interesting because I don't remember specifically, but I don't ever really remember her actually singing. She may have. I know that Mio was a big singer in the group. I know that what's her name? Yui was a big singer in the group. I know, I forgot the very main character's name, but it's okay, because I remembered it very easily. Okay, so I got literally everything else out, but I cannot figure this out. Like, that is the weirdest thing. Why would you put that there unless there's, like, some reason it's there? But is that actually a part of the figure? Now that I think about it, maybe that's a part of the figure and I just completely and utterly ruined it without actually realizing it. I don't know. It looks like it's actually a part of the skirting, now that I'm looking at it. But I don't know. It doesn't seem too crinkled. But okay. Could you blame me though that if that's the fact that looks exactly like that? Okay, I don't know. I don't even know. That is the hardest thing to tell. I'm gonna have to actually look the figure up, and I guess I'll let you guys know in the description either way. But let's worry about the pads here. So I don't know, even if that is a part of the figure, I don't know how I feel about that. She does have a spade on her cheek, so that's pretty wicked. And those definitely fit on the shoulders. Oh, those fit very nicely on the shoulders for Azusa. They fit like a glove right there. Very beautiful. Now, how does this microphone fit on, though? Because I figure it would be on the hand by the mouth, but, is it the other hand? Yeah, because I mean, that makes sense too. Because the other hand seems like it's open too wide, but there's no freaking picture on the box, which is the problem. But see, okay, does it fit now? Okay, it fits now. It can fit in either hand, but I think that's the supposed hand it's supposed to be on. So we just have to attach this to the stand. And it seems that she's not as big as the other figures, like the Mio figures, but that is definitely okay. Now which side does it go on? Because this looks like the bigger. Okay, well that actually makes a lot of sense. And oh my gosh, that was very easy to get on the stand. The microphone doesn't want to stay though. Okay, so we are about to go into details about the figure. So the microphone, it's a silver microphone. Let me just take that out really quick and show you guys what the microphone looks like. I know it's blurry when it gets close up, and I do apologize for that because I am on an iPod, but it's very silver. It has some nice textured detail to it. It looks like a microphone. Like right away, you could tell that it is a microphone. And okay, so her dress is very simplistic, but it looks really good. Even though it is just like a black dress with a white stripe right on the top and right in the middle, which in a way, I guess this dress is kind of inappropriate for what her age would probably be since she is a high school student. But in Japan, I think that it is like 16 when it's okay for them to actually, like, for lack of a better term, basically sexualize the characters, whereas in America it's like 18. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comment section below. But it's an interesting kind of thing to think about because it changes the dynamic of different things, different animes, and that's a topic for a different story. However, her gloves, they're the same color of black, but they're actually shiny. I don't know if you guys can see that. It should translate because I can see the glimmer in the playback, but I have the light over there, so hopefully that's not too distracting. But it shows the like shimmer on there, and you guys can easily see the plastic more. So at the same time as I'm hoping it is part of the outfit, because that would be the only thing that would make sense, I'm also kind of hoping it's not, because I kind of damaged it a little bit by making the mistake. But it's not like I'm planning on like selling the figure in the future. I'm just planning on like collecting it and keeping it. And I do have to actually dust my other figures. That is another thing. Now, her hair is actually surprisingly shiny. Like, I do really actually like that detail, and I don't think it's on... Yeah, it's not on any of the other figures, and honestly, this is probably one of the better figures that we've unboxed so far. I know I've said that for a lot of the ones recently, but it's really good. Like, the shoulder pads, they're off, which is great because they're such small pieces, but they so easily fit onto her shoulders, literally just like a glove. So that part was nice. Her skin color seems like it's a really good color. It seems pretty accurate. She has a small purple spade, which they could have just as easily skimped on that, but they didn't, which is really cool. They have like an open mouth to show that she is singing. Don't know if you guys can see that. Her eyes are like a reddish hazel kind of color, extremely red, which also looks really cool. I like the frilliness of the hair, how it's kind of more scattered than actually organized and just straightened out. As you guys can see what I'm talking about, it's kind of like more spiked, which is really cool because it shows the whole Death Devil thing. I guess the curtain thing works, but I really am going to have to check to see if that's supposed to be, like, removable or not. just because it looks like it should be removable. It looks more like a protection piece than an actual thing. And honestly, if it is a part of the figure, I feel like it more takes away from that. So hopefully that's not the case. But again, I'll let you know in the comment section below. Her boots are actually really cool. They have the high heel boots, same shininess as the gloves, but they have like spikes right here, like little notches, which is really cool. Kind of reminds me of like a guitar, how you tune a guitar, except instead of like longer, like really short, or the knobs on a guitar. So that's another really interesting detail. She fits really nicely on the stand, I would like to say. A lot of them I've had trouble with. Her, I could just pretty easily put on. She has the kind of fishnet stockings, which is hard to see with the curtain part of the dress, but I think that's a really nice detail. And also something that I haven't seen from the figures that I've unboxed in general, except for the fact that the one Asuna one has the stairs. You know, they do have different stands. Oh, excuse me. But this one is a star stand, and it actually has like a chorus. It has like music notes. It has her name on it, which has the spelling. I don't know if you can see it, but it says Kan Azusa Nakano. So that's her full name. And oh geez, the microphone fell off. That's something I would like to kind of nitpick about this figure, is just the fact that the microphone falls off pretty easily. And it's kind of frustrating, but you're generally not going to be moving it around if it is like a collector's thing. But if you are like moving it or putting it back in the box, do be careful about that, because if you lose the microphone, definitely the value of the figure will go down. I paid about like $20 for this. K-On figures are thankfully not that expensive, so that was nice. And something that oh geez, after I said she was so nicely fit on the stand, her right foot, well, this foot right here actually came off of the stand and started moving her. But the headbands for her pigtails match the these kind of notches right there. And also, by the way, if you want me to do more of these anime figure unboxings, let me know and I will try to save up more money to get more anime figures, which I really do want to do. If you want to see more K-On content, let me know in the comment section below. If you want to see more SAO or a different anime, then let me know as well. Of course, I'm not going to buy a figure unless I really like the anime. And an anime that I recently started watching, which I saw season 1 but not season 2, is Attack on Titan, and I will say that is a fairly good anime, and the recommendations of people saying, oh yeah, if you're starting out on anime or you really like anime, you should check Attack on Titan. I do agree with that. I do feel like Attack on Titan is pretty good. Again, I will check about the curtain thing, and I'll let you know if I find out in the comment section below. But if you do know, please let me know if that is like a thing that's supposed to be there or if it's removable. I don't know. It bothers me. So with the curtain, I feel like it kind of brings something out that's just awkward. Like, it makes the figure a bit awkward, which it shouldn't be awkward. However, like, I feel like it might be like one of those removable torso things. You can take out like the plastic, but I don't want to try to do that because I don't want to break the figure. And again, there's no picture, so it's not like I can just look at the picture and see if that's there. So with the curtain, I'd say my rating would probably actually go down significantly, just because it just doesn't bring that much out of the figure. So I'd say maybe like with the curtain, 5.5 out of 10. Probably without the curtain, I'd say maybe like 7.5 out of 10. So, you know, there's a lot to be desired about the figure. It's very simplistic design, but I'd say it works pretty well. So let me know in the comment section below what you guys think of the figure, if you like the plastic being there. You know, I can't really say too much else about it. It kind of reminds me of a shower liner, to be honest with you. If you did like the video, maybe you'll hit that like button, because that would help me out tremendously. You guys can also do a little bit more, like if you guys want to support me a little bit more, you guys can maybe share the video, spread the publicity of Spade Gals Productions, Spade Gals Original, you know, help out the channel, let people know that we are here. And if you really like the channel, then maybe you can subscribe to it. And if you're worried about, you know, the whole thing about subscription boxes being weird, or you know, the whole YouTube glitch of YouTube just randomly unsubscribing people. I don't know if that's still happening, not trying to spread rumors or anything, but I'm just trying to spread awareness. You guys can go to the homepage with all of the social medias, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and once you do that, you guys can go to the bell. You can click that bell for all of the latest notifications of when I upload. So that is the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think of the character, and if you checked out K-On!, let me know in the comment section below, what did you think of K-On!, because K-On! is pretty much probably one of my favorite animes. And yeah, I'll see you later. Bye!